Hello, everybody. Hey, moms, welcome back. We are live today. We are going to be talking all things diastasis or diastasis recti, okay? So welcome. If you're new here, my name is Megan. I have been a trainer, online coach for over 10 plus years, and now I'm working with moms postpartum. That is my niche, that is my love, and obviously I have my own child. So Phoenix isn't here today. Let me know how your guys' kids, babies are doing in the comments below. Are you guys having a good day? Phoenix has a weird nap schedule today. Let me know if you're here, say hi. If you guys have any questions, I'm gonna hopefully try to read them while we're doing all this. So I'm gonna give you guys a little lesson about what diastasis recti is, how you can check to see if you have it, and then I'm going to show you guys some exercises at the end that you can start doing to repair it. So first and foremost, what is it? Let's just jump into it, guys. What is it? So diastasis recti is the complete or partial separation of abs. This is so common with moms postpartum. It's just going to happen. If you want to prepare to not have as big of separation in your next pregnancy, keeping up with core work is going to help. But sometimes even when you have a strong core, it's still going to separate. So it's going to kind of look like this. I'm going to use my Pilates ball. So here's your abs. I'll sit up. So abs here. These are my abs. And then when we're pregnant, they're going to start to separate, making room for baby, right? Well, what happens is baby comes out, they slowly come back in, but however, sometimes they don't repair all the way. And a lot of moms, either give up or they don't even realize that's what's going on here. But you can repair it, and you can repair it too if you're, I'm 2 years postpartum. I didn't realize I had it. Can I still repair it? You can still repair them. And I'm going to show you guys exercises to do. Now, I am going to warn you. This is not the funnest exercise to do at all. It's not. You have to go slow and steady. It takes tons of time. It's a lot of core work. We don't like core. Most of us don't like core. It took me a long time to like core. But slow and steady wins the race. And this is the kind of repair work and healing work we do postpartum that can get us to actually doing, the fun fitness classes that we love. This isn't going to be like, the crazy cycle classes or anything like that. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of mind muscle connection. So if you guys are just hopping on, go ahead and say hi in the comments below. If you guys are watching the replay, say replay. I'll come in and say hi afterwards. I'm going to try to answer your guys' questions as we go along, but if I don't, I will come back and answer them in the comments. Don't worry, I've got you. So this can affect up to 60% of us, which more than likely you probably have some sort of separation. Some is more severe than others. And fun fact, it's actually not just limited to moms. It can actually happen in babies, especially NICU babies or premature babies. And also it can happen in men as well. So it's not just us, okay? So let's go into symptoms if you think you have this. Low back pain is going to be a huge one. Poor posture, which that one's kind of hard because it's like, hey, we're breastfeeding and these boobs are really heavy, so we're gonna have probably not the best posture. So that one's kind of a hard one. Constipation's a really big one, and then also bloating. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what that looks like. That's what I was talking about if you read the post yesterday, that you kind of have that 3-month, 5-month pregnant look still. So if I pull down, you can see I'm still pretty bloated here. That's because I still have slight ab separation, and that's all going to take time. So I am 9 or 10 weeks postpartum now. Gosh, I feel like I lost count after 8 weeks. I was like, whatever, I'm 8 weeks. So it's going to cause that look of still looking bloated, and this, this happens in women that I see, they're like, I had a kid 2 years ago. Why do I still look bloated? I can't get rid of this belly fat. Like, what's going on here? And a lot of the time they're cardio junkies. And what happens when we jump back into our cardio and we didn't repair our core, then what's happening when we continue to run is we're just keeping that ab separation. We're not closing it at all. And, any workout you do, you have to involve your core, whether it's running, walking, lifting weights. Core is everything. It took me a long time to learn that, ladies, so hopefully you guys learned that a lot faster than I did. Okay, so things to avoid if you have this, and typically after 6 weeks, you're probably gonna have a little bit of separation. Some are gonna be more severe than others. So things that you want to avoid is the strenuous exercise with your ab muscles. That means using a lot of like weighted ab exercises. You want to avoid those. You don't want to do any crazy sit-ups. Guys, I used to do CrossFit, and I remember women who would come back and they would just start doing their sit-ups like crazy, and they would still have that bulge like after. So you want to be really careful. Sit-ups is like one of the worst ones you can do to heal diastasis recti. And then another one is holding baby on your hip. And I know a lot of us might have toddlers, and that sounds kind of weird. You're like, okay, that's impossible. I can't not hold them on my hip. Only if it's painful. So what's happening is once you start to hold it on baby on your hip and it's not healed, it's going to stretch it out to that other side, because we tend to shift our hips and it just gets all wonky. So you want to try to avoid that as much as you can. I know a lot of us have multiple kids, and that's probably really difficult. And then lifting and carry heavy loads. So if you guys are into weightlifting, you guys can get back to weightlifting. However, don't just jump right back into it without healing this part of your body first. This is gonna make every other workout you do way more enjoyable. Okay, so when will you see results? That depends on the person, but I say 3 to 6 months. And I know, moms, that sounds like a long time. I know it sounds like a long time, but it really does take a long time to heal. We grew a baby for 9 months. You've got to give it time. And if it doesn't improve in 3 to 6 months, and if you've been doing the exercises, you've been consistent, consistency is key, then it would be time to talk to a physician and figure out what the next steps are. But you guys really can heal this pretty simply with a lot of core work. And I'm going to show you guys those exercises. So if you guys are just hopping on, be sure to say hi, what's up? Let me know how your baby's doing today. I was saying earlier, mine's on a weird nap schedule today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so main exercises to avoid. Avoid these ones first, starting out. Crunches, and typically you can do like a slight crunch if you have a small tear, but you don't want to do those crazy like full sit-ups, okay? We don't want to do a full sit-up here, multiple of them. It's just really going to keep those abs separated and not do us any good. Bicycles, a lot of the twisting and turning, your side abs are just not solid. So you don't want to do a ton of that crazy bicycle twisting. And a lot of the time when I see people do bicycles, they do it for speed, and bicycle work is very, very slow if you really want to work on that core. Sit-ups, and then only doing cardio. I know we want to bounce into that cardio. I know we love doing cardio because it can burn a lot of calories. However, you want to avoid doing just cardio as long as you're mixing in the ab stuff, okay? And then boot camp fitness. I know everyone wants to get into boot camps. I know people advertise, get your body back, go to this boot camp. Hold off on the boot camps just yet until you're 100% sure, because boot camps they're gonna have a ton of planks, they're gonna have a ton of burpees, and those are gonna be so bad for you. They're gonna make your pooch even bigger because we're gonna be hanging down. So if we're in a plank here, we're really dropping our abs if we're not controlling them the right way. So be wary of jumping back into boot camps. I know they're so fun, but we have to do the hard work to repair, and you can do it. And it doesn't take a lot of time, you guys. You can take 10 to 15 minutes doing these exercises that I will show you, and repair it on your own without any, obviously, like, surgery is a thing when it comes to diastasis recti, but you do not need it. You do not need it unless it's a crazy severe case. You can also repair it if you guys have had multiple kids. It's not like it can never be repaired. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to check. If you guys watched my live last week, you'll probably know how to check for this. And then I'm going to show you these exercises I want you guys to do at least 3 times a week, preferably 5 if you can, but 3 is really going to get you a good start, and plan on doing it for 3 to 6 months. Another thing too, if you guys start to do these workouts, a good way, because a lot of the time when we're tracking our progress, it can be really freaking hard, especially right now when you don't see the scale budge or you're breastfeeding. All this stuff is going on. So the best way to see progress right now is to take photos of yourself. So take a before photo before you start repairing your ab separation. Take a before photo, and then in a month take another one, and you'll really be able to see the difference and your progress, because sometimes the scale isn't going to show you your progress, but the pictures will. I'm telling you, it's really important, and it will be really good for your confidence as well when you're like, oh my gosh. Or if you don't see progress, you're gonna be like, okay, I probably should have not skipped every single day last week, you know? Okay, so first, let's do how to get started. Comment below if you guys, or how to check. Comment below if you guys have checked for diastasis recti already. Do you feel like you have it? Are you not sure? Like, let me know so I can help you guys better figure this out. Let's see, I need to move the camera just slightly down. Sorry for the boob shot, ladies. You know what's up. Okay, so first off, we're gonna check, super simple, you guys. I'm gonna lie flat on the back, on the mat, on my back, feet flat on the ground, hip distance apart. Right now I can fit my hand underneath my back, so I'm going to tilt my pelvis so my back is nice and flat on the ground. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my head up here. So as soon as I lift, I can feel my abs come on. After you feel your abs come on, and press your abs, like feel them, right? Like feel them, poke them. If your partner's there and you're like, I don't know if my abs are on, like have them poke you, see if they can tell if your abs are on. And then you're gonna take 2 fingers, you're gonna start at the bottom here. And I'm gonna press all the way down the center, so right in line with that belly button. And if I can feel gaps in between my muscles, what you'll feel is you'll feel 2 muscles, kind of like this, and they'll either be a gap or they'll be nice and solid. So I can feel I'm pretty good down below. And then when I get a little bit higher here, I can still tell I have separation. I can also tell I have separation because of the workouts I'm doing as well. So that means I still got some repair work to do. Usually you're gonna be about 1-2 fingers of separation. So let me know if you guys feel that, you don't feel that, you're like, what are you talking about? So I can help you.
Cece asked, when can you start these exercises after having a baby?
When can you start these exercises? That's a good question. So these ones are pretty safe, honestly, before your 6-week checkup, but definitely check in with your physician, midwife, whatever. I checked in at like my 4 weeks and was like, hey, can I do some repair work? And she was like, you can do some of that. Just do not do any crazy core work. And then Alicia said, are they supposed to be completely closed? They're not going to be 100% closed. And honestly, like once you get down to that, like 1 finger is kind of like, okay, I can start doing more exercises, but some women aren't going to close absolutely completely. And it can be hard to tell if you're like, I don't know if it's 100% closed unless, you know, we can scan our abs. Okay, so next we're going to go into exercises to do. And I'm telling you, I'm so sorry, you guys. These are kind of boring, but you got to do them. You got to do them. Trust me. Okay, so number 1 is the diaphragmatic breathing. That's a handful. So there is, first off, this is really great to heal diastasis recti. It is also good for your mental health. So mom, if you need like a 5-minute break, be like, I'm gonna go take a 5-minute break and I'm gonna go do my breath work because I'm vibing, and this is how you're gonna do it. It's really simple. It's a really great tool too if you like, baby's been crying all day, like, oh my gosh, you need a break, you need to calm down, you need to center. This is also good for this and repairing your core. So you can either do this one sitting or lying flat on your back with your feet planted beneath you. So you're gonna take 1 hand here, 1 hand on your heart is what I like to do. And you're gonna breathe super deep. So you're gonna breathe into your belly. That's what we're trying to do, is really breathe into that belly and then breathe into the chest. So we're trying to push that belly out. So you're gonna deep breath, fill the tummy, and then you're gonna push out. When you push out though, you're going to wanna squeeze that core. First, start doing it without the breath. You can kind of feel your core and tighten and close. So now you want to take that deep breath again. Fill the tummy first. Fill the chest. And then breathe out. Squeeze the core. And kind of relax everything up top. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes. Close your eyes. Put some chill music on. You're going to feel great after it. Let me know if you guys have done the diaphragmatic breathing before or you're still kind of unsure. That one kind of took me a little bit to understand, but once I got it, and the reason I got it is when I started Pilates, then everything made a lot more sense. So let me know if you guys have questions about that one. So this next one here is we're gonna do some bridge work, and there is so many different forms of bridges, you guys. So we're gonna lie flat on the back here. Again, back flat. Now there's several different types of bridges. A lot of the time, if we're doing bridge work for like glute work, leg work, we're gonna be doing a lot of up and down, really trying to get that burn. That's not what we're trying to do here. With this one, we're all about articulating the spine and working with the pelvis. So we need to first do a pelvic tilt. Again, you can see I can fit my hand underneath my back. So I'm going to tilt my pelvis towards my chest here. So everything is nice and flat. My pelvis is engaged. My core is engaged. I'm even squeezing my Kegels. I'm doing that. Do that. It's so helpful, especially postpartum. And I'm going to slowly articulate up, bringing one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to squeeze at the top, and then I'm going to roll back down one vertebrae at a time. And then the last thing to touch is going to be my tailbone. Again, this is nothing super fun or exciting, but it works. It does the job. It's going to get you to that next level of fitness, that next level of weight loss that you have been wanting, dying for, right? So focusing on when you're doing this one, when I'm doing any kind of exercises, I'm all about making sure my muscles are turned on, especially if you haven't done a lot of mind muscle connection work. So I'm poking my abs here. I'm making sure they're turned on the whole time. Like, okay, they're on, because it is so easy to just let those muscles go. And then you're doing all this work for what, you know? So I recommend doing 10 of these, take a break, and then do 10 more. So you'll start with that diaphragmatic breathing. You'll move into the glute bridges, doing about 10 to 20, and I'll squeeze my glutes at the top because why not get some glute work, of course. Working on that pelvis tilt, such a small movement, pelvis tilt, slowly articulating one vertebrae at a time and then bringing it back down. Tailbone is the last thing to land, okay? So add that to your list, take your notes, write this down, you guys. I want you to start doing this 3 to 5 times a week. Okay, so the next one is going to be heel slides. So same position. All of this is so easy. It's basically the same position almost every single time. So this one here, I'm lying flat on the ground. Again, back into the mat, hands down. This one, I'm literally sliding my heel straight out, and then I'm sliding it back in. I can feel my abs, and then I'm gonna alternate. Again, slow and steady here, you guys, wins the race. Deep breathing. You can even better is doing your diaphragmatic breathing while you're doing these exercises. You're gonna get a double work in that core. Squeeze. If you're ready to take this one up a notch, you can actually keep the foot lifted the entire time. That's gonna give you a little bit more core work. Squeezing, everything's turned on. All the way down. You can alternate on these. You can do 10 each side and then switch. Again, do about 20 each side. So these are heel slides. If you guys need to rewatch this, write it down, put it on a sticky note, do it in the morning if you can, whenever you guys get a break. Put baby on the floor, have them do their tummy time, all that stuff. Okay, bird dogs. Bird dogs are next. And I remember when I first started doing these, I never had my core on, and I was like, what? How is this a core thing? So don't be me. Turn your core on when you do these. So hands and knees here. And you are going to nice flat back. We don't want none of this unless you're going into cat-cow, right? You can start out with that if you need to, but flat back here. And you're going to start with, again, core is tight, awesome, it's on. I'm gonna first lift my hand up here. Now, if this is challenging, that's fine. Put it back down, and then you can switch. Again, core is on. Like, I feel this, you guys. You should be feeling this. If you're not feeling this, comment below, and I want to help you. I want to make sure you are feeling these. Now, if you're ready to take it up a notch, you are going to reach your hand And then we're going to reach the opposite leg here, nice and flat. And then I'm going to come back in, okay? And then I'm going to alternate again. Slow, slow, slow. Come back in. This is not a race. We are going, you win if you're slow around here, okay? That is how we win. That is how we heal everything. Nice and controlled. You can even hold it if you want a little bit of a challenge and then bring it in. What this kind of does, if you guys are in a class that's doing planks, do this as a modification because this isn't the full plank. You have way more control of your core and you're not dropping it. What a plank will do is it will really drop that core if you're not paying attention. So that's why these bird dogs are a lot better. So this is a modification. If you're taking a class or you're doing one of my workouts, do the bird dogs instead. So again, 10 each side, super slow, super boring, but you got it. Put on some chill music, do your diaphragmatic breathing. You guys can do this. Okay, not the last one. I was gonna say last one, but second to last one, heel drops. I like these ones because I feel like I feel these ones the most, but I think it's because my my low abs are okay. It's my top abs that are separated. So lie flat on your back here. We're gonna do knees at 90. Now for some of you, this is gonna be hard. That's okay. This is gonna be hard. Again, your back is flat into the mat. Always double check that, okay? So 90 here, we don't wanna bring past. We want 90. And this is gonna be hard. If this is hard, then I want you to hold. Like this is hard for me. So the heel taps slowly and then come back up. Nice and slow. Again, if that is super challenging, start here, one leg down, heel tap, okay? If you need that extra support. So there's a few modifications. We got one here, make it a little bit easier. Start with feet down, slowly. Again, my core is engaged. I can feel this one. Even though it's a modification, I feel this one working. And then number 3, when you're like, I'm ready, it's almost repaired. Here we go. Legs up. And again, I'm not gonna go all the way down because I can feel the burn. I don't need to go all the way down. As long as I can feel that core is working, I'm making it stronger, I'm doing all the things. Yes, okay? Now this last one, I'm gonna have Lauren follow me, but we're gonna do standing push-ups. I like to use the crib because it's a little bit at an angle, but standing push-ups you can do on the wall, which is also a good arm workout. So, follow me. So we're gonna be over here at the wall. Perfect. Okay, you're gonna be kind of at an angle, right? And again, core is engaged. Now I'm gonna push down slowly, my core is engaged, and then back up. Down and back up. If you want to have this be more than a core work and also arms, you can do a wide push-up or you can do narrow to get your tricep. So I'm going to bring my elbows in closer and then back. I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm squeezing my core, I'm breathing super deep. Down and up. So 10 of those as well. Every day if you can. Again, like I said, 3 times a week is best. 5 if you can do more. So those are what my top, are they 5, 6? 6 workouts. I have my notes over here. 6 workouts. So we have the diaphragmatic breathing, start with that. Then you're gonna do your bridges. Then you're gonna do your heel slides. Then you're gonna do your bird dogs. And then alternating heel drops and your standing push-ups. That should take you about 10 to 15 minutes and then you are good. Let me know how that works out for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this. If you're watching the replay, I always come back, so comment below. The main thing is figuring out how big of a separation you have, how much repair work you have to do, and to give it time. So that is all I have for you guys today. I'll be hopping in the lives a little bit later. I've got some more fun workouts later this week for you guys. So just friendly reminder, Mom, you are doing amazing. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are an amazing mom. You are so kind. We love you so much. Keep at it. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Do self-care that you guys need. Take a deep breath when you need to. We're all doing our best here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you super soon. I've got lots of stuff coming for you this week, okay? I'll see you then. Bye.